Welcome to another video from the Crypto Market Updates channel. I'm your host Jack, and in today's video I would like to show you a little tutorial on the difference between locked staking and savings on Binance. I saw somebody post the questions just recently, and I wanted to talk about that just to clarify, because there are slight differences between those two investments, types of investments on Binance, and so I would like to go over those very quickly. So first of all, first thing you need to do is log yourself into Binance. If you haven't set up an account yet, then please follow the link below the video and get registered with Binance. Once you are registered and you are on the main page, you will need to go to the top tab where it says Earn, and you go down to Binance Earn right here. This is the tab. Once you're in there, for today there are 4 different types of investments, main investments, and really there's also split up into other categories. But for today I'm going to look at savings and staking, and both of these have also 2 different types of savings. There's locked and flexible, and staking goes the same way. So first we're going to go into savings. Once you're in savings, you will receive a list of options, and basically there's a large number of selections that you have. So there you will get a list of flexible savings, which you can see right here, and locked savings. I would like to go over flexible savings first. If, let's say, we choose, so on the side here, this is the APY, which is the annual percentage yield. So again, the percentages are based on the annual return rate. So this is a 20% return rate for the year. If you were to stake or to save, to put into savings axes for 1 year, you would receive a return of 20%. So let's say we're gonna we choose axes to save. Flexible saving allows you to save, to put into lockup, put your tokens into lockup for a very short amount of time. Basically, you can lock it up. Today is the 30th of April. You could lock it up today. Your accrued value or interest would be the next day, and then basically 2 days later you can withdraw your axes and the interest that you made. Depending on in the flexible savings, depending on the amount of axes you want to save, if you notice here, if you enter an amount of up to 5 axes, you will receive a 20% return. If you were to save 5 to 20 axes, your return drops drastically, only to 2%. And then if you're saving over 20 axes, your return would be only 1% for the year, which is minuscule. So for example, if we save 20 axes, you would receive 0.0035617 axes per day. If you were to save, let's say, we'll go with the maximum tier 1, 5 axes, you would receive 0.00273975 axes per day. So the returns are not very significant, but flexible savings gives you the flexibility, which is what it is, of taking out your savings any time of the day. Basically 2 days later you can withdraw it. So why is this convenient? It's because if you have crypto sitting on your Binance account for whatever reason, you're not trading and it's not moving, and you're waiting for the bear market to recover, you're waiting for the bull market to come back, and you just have the crypto sitting there, you could put it into flexible savings, which will allow you to collect some interest, but also have the flexibility of taking your crypto out of the savings account at any time. So that's flexible savings. Now, if you go down to locked savings, the locked saving gives you an option of 7 to 15 days, but essentially it is very similar in nature. But again, if you have a small number of axes sitting on your account and it's just sitting there, you might as well stake it or just sell it and put it into another asset. Either way, savings gives you the flexibility of moving your money or acquiring a little bit of extra interest on tokens that are just simply sitting in your account and you're not using them. The next thing I'd like to talk about is staking. So how does staking differ from savings? Basically, staking, when you stake your tokens, you stake them for a larger percentage of return, but also it takes away the flexibility of savings or flexible savings, and being able to withdraw your tokens within 1 or 2 days. So if you go into staking, where is it here? Locked staking. I don't know what's happening. Okay, locked staking. You will receive the same list, and the difference with locked staking is that you will need to stake your tokens for a duration of 30, 60, 90, or 120 days. So if you go, for example, into Zilliqa, at 120 days lockup, you will receive 22.79% annual percentage yield over the year. And so those are also the that's a very good return, 22%, but you must check the allowed lockup. So for this particular one, you can lock up only up to 1,000 ZIL for 120 days, which would basically give you a return. After 120 days, you would receive a return of 79 Zilliqa, which is okay, but it is a very long time to wait for 72 ZILs, which is not worth that much right now. If you go with the 90 days, your lockup would be 2,000. This could also change depending on the status of your balance sheet, I guess, or your standing VIP level on Binance. But for me, it is 2,000 ZIL for 90 days, which would yield a return of 85 ZIL. If I wanted to go with a 60-day lockup, actually right now the product is sold out, but that would give me 14%, and I can't even use it because if it's sold out, that means there's no more ways to lock up, to stake Zilliqa for this particular time frame. The other one that's available is the 30-day, and that allows you to lock up half a million ZIL for a return of 13.87%, which is massive. So if we had a 500,000 ZIL, that would give you a return of 5,700 ZIL Zilliqas after 30 days. And if you notice the dates here, so you would lock up on the 4th, today is the 30th of April, and the value would accrue the next day, but you wouldn't be able to redeem your tokens until the 2nd of June. If you did choose to withdraw your tokens prior to the expiry of the lockup period, you would basically lose everything that you've accrued so far. So the 5,700 ZIL interest that is promised to you would actually go back to Binance. And what would Binance do with that? I have no idea. The other option here is DeFi staking. Now, DeFi staking is a little bit different. Binance issues a risk warning, basically saying that DeFi staking is offered, and it's just something that Binance shares with its customers, but they should not be held responsible if anything goes sideways. In DeFi staking, you are given the option of long-term staking and flexible lockups. So let's say if we go to, for example, Bitcoin, we have a choice of a 60-day lockup, which would give us a return of 8.19%, and the personal quota for me personally is 0.01 Bitcoin. So if I were to stake 0.01 Bitcoin, I would receive an interest of 0.0013,463 Satoshis after a 60-day period. For the flexible, so the DeFi staking also gives you a flexible option, which means that I would receive a return of 1.2% annually, but I could withdraw my staking after a day. Bitcoin doesn't seem to have a quota right now. Maybe I don't have a quota, so let's see if I can do it with Ethereum. Flexible staking. No, also no quota. So in any case, I would receive a much smaller return. It's only 1.5% if I were to stake it for for a day, I guess, and withdraw it. What DeFi staking also allows you to do is stake your stable coins. So in this case, it's BUSD. My quota for BUSD, flexible staking of BUSD, is 40,000 BUSD at a 3.21% annual percentage yield. If you have any stable coins sitting around in your account and you're not using them for whatever reason, then you could lock them up, or you could put them into DeFi staking, which is flexible, and you would receive a 3.21% return, which is a lot better than having that money sitting in a bank, because banks do not provide you with that kind of lockup. Unless you do a long-term lockup of 10 years, and maybe that barely ever happens anyway. You'll be able to receive a similar lockup, flexible lockup for USDT, also for myself personally, at a $40,000 and a 3.12 return, annual return rate of 3.12%. So that's not bad. So that's it. That's the difference between DeFi or locked staking and flexible staking. I hope that video was informative. I hope you learned something. Please make sure to smash up the like, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment in the comment section below. If you have any questions, let me know, and I hope that I can answer them in the future video. Make sure to also hit that little bell notification button so you don't miss any other videos from the Crypto Market Updates channel. Until then, see you in the next video. Bye bye.